guys, and welcome back to my channel and today's video. Today I'm going to show you guys 3 looks using the Makeup Revolution and Soph Does Nails eyeshadow palette. And before I get into it, I would really love it if you would subscribe to my channel and like this video if you like it. Anyway, I think that all of you guys know who Soph Does Nail is, but if you don't, I will link her channel in my description box. But she did a palette with Makeup Revolution, and I've talked about this. I have used this on my channel. I have some tutorials on it, not a lot. The palette looks like this. It's beautiful. You get a large mirror, which you can see right here, and the mirror is very nice. You have this nudie beige shade almost, and it says Makeup Revolution, Soph Does Nails, or Soph X it says. You get 24 eyeshadows. I have not used everyone. I have never even, I can see that I have never even touched these 3 gold ones. But I think I've used most of the other ones, actually. You also get this little plasticky thingy, which has all of the names on it. If I didn't do YouTube, I would throw this away. But since I am doing YouTube, I will keep on. I will hold on to this one. I have not used Makeup Revolution that much, but I have used some of their palettes, and I have to say that this is one of their best, just because I love the fact that they did not copy another palette. We have all seen them copying some Too Faced palettes, some Urban Decay palettes, and so on and so on. Kat Von D they did. And I love it when they do shades like this that are their own idea that they came up with. I know that they did this with Soph Does Nails, but I love the fact that they did a palette like this, because this palette is really good. It isn't a lot of money. I think it is $12 or $14. I think so, but I will have links to Tam Beauty in my description box. And I mean, that's not a lot of money for how many shades you get, and they are quite nice. I have a problem with, I never remember, but I have a problem with one of these 2 browns. I find it to be very patchy. It's very hard to blend out, but other than that, I think that the palette is nice. I think that the palette is good. So this is one of the looks that I did. This is the last look that you will see, and I really hope that you will love the 3 looks that I did. I tried to do one little bit more natural look that I always do. I tried to do a look that is a little bit more natural, but I think that look is so boring. So I always wipe my makeup off and then I go and do something a little bit more dramatic. And this is a little bit more grungy, but I love it. I love the fact that it's like red and then we have the pink inside in the inner corner. Anyway, I'm gonna quit talking. I really hope that you enjoyed this video, and now let's get into it. I think this is the only look that you will actually see me prime, and that is because I wanted to try and use one of the shades in the palette to set my eyeshadow primer with. I normally do this in these types of videos just so you get an idea of how it would look like. And the shade that I'm setting my concealer with is Pancakes. It's not a complete match, but it works. Then I'm taking the shade Kappa Tea, and that is such a cute name. And I'm just blending this into my crease, and as you can see, I'm just blending and blending and blending. And then I'm taking the shade Cloudberry, and that is a quite warm orangey shade, but I wanted to have something very warm in my crease and then have a cool tone shade on my lid, because I'm gonna do a halo eye. I know that I didn't mention that, but I am going to do a halo eye. It didn't really become as warm as I wanted it to, but I still think that this look is very cute. Then I'm taking the shade Danger, and I really like this shade. You have to kind of build this shade up, but still I love the shade. I think it's beautiful. I think it's very grungy, but you can use it in natural looks as well, since you have to build this shade up. I think it's beautiful, and I'm just using this in my outer corner, and then I'm taking a smaller brush and taking it in my inner corner and then blending it together towards my crease. Then I'm taking a mix of 2 browns, or I'm showing you that I'm taking a mix of two browns, but I didn't. I actually only took one of the browns, which was the shade, I think it was Mug Cake. And this didn't really turn up on my skin. I don't know why. I think I've used the wrong brush. I think this brown, I have used this brown multiple times, and it's not very pigmented, so that brown isn't the best, but I can work with it. You just have to blend and blend and blend. Keep on blending and you'll be fine, and add more color and you'll be fine. If you really want to use this shade, you'll be fine. But as you can see, I'm just darkening this look up a bit. And then I couldn't decide if I wanted to take the shade Mixed Berries or Pine Tree. I think you can use both of them. As you can see here when I'm doing my fingers, I think the look looks fine with both of them. But I always do green look. So I figured that, you know what, no, I'm gonna take a purple today. I use purples all the time as well, but you know... and I'm using a glitter glue. My glitter glue is from e.l.f. It's not the best, but it's the one that I got and it works. It's alright, it's fine. And then I'm just going to apply some lashes and do the rest of my face makeup.
You make it so hard for a guy like me, rocking those hips like nobody. Yeah, girl, you're so overwhelming. You like a song to which my heartbeat is playing, like oh na 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 na.
As I said, I wanted a very warm look, so I'm taking the shade Cloudberry under my eye as well, but I'm gonna try and take the shade Strawberry Sweets and try and smoke it out a bit, because I wanted it to look a little bit more pink and romantic. And then I'm actually gonna cheat in this look. I'm gonna take my Nevin Cosmetics palette, which is like a highlighter palette, but I'm gonna take that in my inner corner as my inner corner highlight. They are beautiful. And then the first look is completed.
You like a song to which my heartbeat is playing, like oh na 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 na. There's some poison in your lip, and I can't get over it, 'cause girl, you're so overwhelming, like oh na na yeah. I can't hold it no longer.
This is my little bit more natural look, and today, but in this look, I'm starting off with the shade Iced Coffee, and I'm blending that into my crease. This don't turn up that well on my skin. I have realized with this palette that you kind of have to build the shades up and build it up and build it up and build it up, but yeah, that's fine. Then as you could see, I took the shade Peaches, and yeah, I'm just trying to darken the look up a bit, and I'm using that on a very fluffy brush. I'm blending it in to my crease. After that, I'm gonna take the shade Rosewood, and I'm trying that on my outer corner. And as you can see, I have to work with this quite a lot just to make it appear on my skin. I don't know if it's me like using the wrong brushes or something, but that's my main concern with this palette, that you have to build the shades up. I didn't want to take a golden shade. I still wanted it to have a little bit of me in it. So I took the shade Festival Flame, and I'm gonna spray my brush later so the shadows will be a little bit more intense. But then right next to it, I took the shade Pink Champagne, which is very, very beautiful. But as you can see, they are very toned down, and that is why I wanted them to stand out a bit more. And as you can see here, the shades really pop once you do this. So I spray my brush. You can use a glitter glue as well, but I spray my brush and then I just try and blend them together a bit, as you can see here, just so we don't have that harsh line. Since I didn't like that brown shade, the Rosewood shade that we used, I'm gonna take the shade Pumpkin and just try to make this look a little bit more cohesive. So yeah, I'm just taking that on a fluffy brush and trying to blend over it a bit. And once again, I'm taking the shade Strawberry Sweets under my eyes because I think it's very flattering to this look. As you can see, this look is very toned down. This look is not me. This is not grungy. This is not very colorful. It's very toned down. It's a very, I don't like that term, but it's a wearable look. And then I'm taking the shade Fairy Lights as my inner corner highlight, and I'm actually gonna use it on my as my brow highlight as well. And I never wear brow highlights. It's very, very, you can see right here, I don't particularly like it. But this look is then done.
It's 5:30 a.m. Let's be the kids who left, get in trouble again.
Third look, and I wanted to do something very dramatic, you know, something very grungy, something that is me. I have wanted to have a matte red look for so long, so I figured that I would do it in this video. And the shade that I'm starting off with is Cup of Tea. I have to say that if you are of a fairer complexion, this palette actually has a lot of good transition shades, both cool toned and warm tones, so that is something that is very, very nice. And then I'm gonna take the shade Pumpkin on a little bit of a smaller brush. This is the Sigma E35, I think, or 38. I think it's the 35. And I'm just trying to blend this in a little bit because it's gonna be very easy for us later on to blend out the red shade that we're gonna use. And the red shade that I was going to use in this video is Danger in the palette. And I'm gonna use that all over my lid, but you will see that I did not really particularly like how it turned out. So I'm actually going to take I think I'm gonna take a concealer. I think I'm using the Anastasia concealer, and I'm being very, very sloppy with it. And then I am applying the shadow on top.
I don't need to go over old and useless words. What you said, what I said, that might have made it worse. We're here again at the same spot where we kissed the first time. I swear my pain's far away, long gone by now.
Okay, this looks very, very messy. I have a lot of fallout, but the key here is to just blend and blend and blend until your hands are bleeding. We have these harsh lines, not because the shadow is bad, because we used a wet base. And that is fine, but we will have to blend for a very long time because of that. If we were not using a wet base, this would go on so much easier. It would be so much easier, but we wouldn't get this intensity that we have. And in this look, I'm gonna use a wing because grungy and eyeliner goes hand in hand, in my opinion. I think it's beautiful together. I think eyeliner is beautiful whenever. I'm just a little bit lazy, so I don't always wear it.
That star's got nothing on you. That one's brand new, still it's got nothing on you.
I'm taking the shade Danger under my eyes as well, just because that was the main shade that we used, so I wanted them to go well together. And what I'm gonna do next is that I want a pink inner corner highlight that's really intense. So I'm adding a bit of glitter glue in my inner corner and very far down and a little bit up to my lid. And then I'm gonna take the shade Pink Champagne and I'm just gonna go ham and just apply it and be very aggressive with it, because I think that reds and pinks go very well hand in hand. Since we were young, everyone has always said reds and pinks don't go well together, but I think that they do. Look at this. I think that this is beautiful. So I'm gonna go ham, and I think that this look is done after that. So I really hope that you enjoyed this video. Please don't forget to subscribe and like this video, and I will see you on my next one. Bye!